And if you think of anything.
Exactly, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be the secondary for sure.
And then, a question may come from Greg, it may come from me, it may come from Tony, but you'll always answer me. Once they've posed a question or once we've kind of talked about it, then it's just back to you. Just
Okay.
just the two of us.
All right. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong or if you want me to do something
yeah.
different.
Tony will. He's kind of reserved.
Not Tony.
Oh, Tony. Oh, he will bark at you.
Tony looks Italian.
I was gonna say,
Are you Italian, Tony?
Antonio?
Hispanic.
Hey, we're still Mediterranean.
Yes.
Same family. We're all friends.
All right. Tony, let me know when you're rolling.
I'm wrong.
Okay, you're up and going. Okay, the first thing I'm going to have you do is say your first and last name and then spell it all the way through for me.
Let's see here. First of all, my legal name is Maria McCree. M-A-C-R-I.
M-A-R-I-A-M-A-C-R-I.
Correct.
And we are here today to talk about unity, which sounds like you guys already have a little bit.
Yes.
You know what? And we're really kind of over the course of the interviews today, we're kind of shoring up the choose unity. You know, that people have a choice, people, you know, and why they should do that.
Mhm.
What's so much better about it, your personal experience. So I'm just going to ask you some really broad, wide open questions, and then you can just talk to me about it.
Sounds
okay?
good.
So why don't we'll start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about what brought you to unity.
Well, about almost 4 years ago, I had a really bad fall. And one of my doctors suggested I see Dr. Gottlieb. So I came to see him, and I was in severe pain. And I really liked him. He was very knowledgeable, very informative, very kind, very patient. And we did the usual things. We did the medication. He was conservative, which I liked. And after a while, a couple years, it got to the point where the pain in my neck was so severe that I couldn't even sleep. And even though I was afraid of surgery, I went ahead and decided to do it. And I chose Unity because Dr. Gottlieb was a big part of that. And even though I was unfamiliar with Unity, I was coming here having MRIs and I was having x-rays, and I really, really, really enjoyed the staff. The staff made me feel at ease. They made me feel at home. It didn't feel like a hospital. It kind of felt like I was going home, oddly enough. It's something that you don't really expect when you go to a hospital, but it was warm. And when I came and had the surgery, I was very pleasantly surprised, even though I was very nervous. All of the nurses made me laugh. They made me feel at ease. And for once in a while, in a very long while, I kind of felt comfortable having the surgery. And then after waking up, you know, not like other traditional hospitals that you see today, I had so many different nurses come into my room, and they all made me feel welcome, and they made me feel at home, and they were constantly checking on me, which was a very pleasant surprise. They all made me feel like they were part of my family. And to me, family is important. So whenever I hear unity, I hear family.
Very nice. And I'm going to go in a big circle, so we'll be talking about that again. So don't think that it's like, I know that I'm covering again, but you may say something just a little bit different. So, did you have any prior experience with another medical facility before you?
I have had 3 surgeries in less than 2 years, and
Okay. So
2.
you have.
Oh yes.
All right. What I would like you to, and I'm going to let, and you just keep going, but ultimately what I'd like you to do is talk about what makes unity better
Okay.
in your experience.
I've experienced 2 other hospitals besides Unity. What made Unity better is I didn't have to constantly hit my call nurse button. They instinctively came before I even needed to hit the button. I had people asking me, would you like to use the restroom? Do you need anything? Is there anything we can do to help you? It was just a constant flow of of individuals coming to check on me, and they were trying to make me comfortable. They were always there. It wasn't like I felt like I was in this. Another thing was, you know, some hospitals, they were gloomy. I felt like I was in a prison. And this is a horrible thing, but it was dark and gloomy and sad. And here, it just felt like, you know, it was bright and like, oh gosh, there's hope. So it was really, really nice to have that change. It was something that I had never experienced before. So there's your difference.
There, that's a bonus. That's great. Now did you had a back surgery?
I had a cervical spine surgery.
So that's back here.
Oh yes.
What's the care was great. Let's talk about your recovery.
The recovery was good. It was because I had access, because I felt that I could contact Dr. Gottlieb at any time, because I could call Unity at any time, because I had the follow-up care, because they just were very patient and kind with me. That really makes a difference, because healing isn't just about the physical, it's about the emotional and the psychological as well. So you have to have all of those components in order to heal. So even if you have the proper health care, unless you feel comfortable, unless you feel that you're wanted and important, those are also factors that go into the healing. So part of my successful surgery was the fact that I felt that I was important, and that my care, that my healing was important to the doctor and the staff.
That's good. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
How about the pain?
The pain, how should I say this? Right after surgery, you know, you have the little machine that can give you the medication. I was given pain medication, but I wasn't made to feel that I have to take those drugs, because I don't like to take pills if I can help it. So I also had the option of physical therapy, and I took that, and I did not use the pain medication. What I did do is I used a special pillow, and I tried very hard to be as holistic as possible. And Dr. Gottlieb was on board with that as well. And he also, to this day, he makes sure that if I need extra physical therapy, we go for the physical therapy. And he never makes me feel like I have to take drugs if I don't want to.
And how was it? How long ago was the surgery?
The surgery was last July.
So just this. So how is it?
Well, I can actually move my neck. Even though it was a fusion, I can move. So could not move it before. It was so much, there was so much pain before surgery that even turning my head made it feel like there was bolts of lightning shooting through my skull. Yeah. Now I can move. Yes.
Would you be surprised to know that, or do you already know that Unity Medical has been voted #1 in patient satisfaction?
It doesn't surprise me a bit. Not at all.
What do you think they do that earns that?
I think that staff has a great deal to do with it. I've always been a proponent of staff can make you or break you, and here, staff obviously is #1. The doctors are top of the line as far as equipment, technology, support. It's all 5 stars. If I could give them 6 stars, I would. But I think 5 stars is the tops. So
Fantastic.
I don't, not surprised at all.
Great. Got
Right.
one.
I'm gonna change yours.
Okay, good. I've got my one mic closer, and then I'm gonna have her do a couple of liners. You're doing fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
No, just, you're gonna open up your shot a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need. I appreciate it, Tony. Got the best camera guy in the business with us today.
Tony. It's because he's got that name.
Because Antonio,
Antonio.
yeah.
That's right.
What did I ask? Did I ask? I was gonna call you Anthony.
Anthony.
I was like, is it Anthony? He's like, no, it's Antonio.
That would be kind of
I
New
thought he was
York.
gonna come over the desk at me. It's
Yeah,
like, no, no.
my secret dream is to do cartoons and do the voiceovers in the cartoons, and I can do the different voices.
Oh, very cool.
Hmm.
You said. All right. Maria, if you met someone
Hmm.
who was maybe having the same, like, a restaurant, elevator, whatever, you just come across and they're like, God, I gotta get this, and you knew that they were going through something very similar as what would your personal recommendation of Unity sound like to them? What would you say? What would you tell them?
I can honestly tell you I've already done this. I have already referred patients to Dr. Gottlieb, and I've told them if you're having this, go see Dr. Gottlieb. Please go to Unity. It doesn't feel like a hospital. It feels like a 5-star hotel.
And did you do most of your stuff through Unity, or was it the iSpine clinic also? Where did
Both.
Both?
Hmm.
Can you differentiate a little bit for me as far as the difference between Unity and iSpine? Or is it this?
It's one and the same. It's like describing, can you tell me the difference between your arm and your fingers? They work together.
Okay.
iSpine and Unity, they work together. They're a part of each other. And the same great care that I get at Unity, I get with iSpine.
Okay. You mind doing just a couple quick lines for me?
Not at all.
You just look right up here, and
Mhm.
I would just like you to just say, choose Unity.
Choose Unity.
One more time.
Choose Unity.
And then, I chose Unity.
I chose Unity.
One more time.
I chose Unity.
That's good. Greg, what do you got, buddy?
Pretty much got it. It's just reminding you about those power lines there. Especially since you're more the blend of Unity and iSpine
Mhm.
Institute. Would you mind saying "Get Your Life Back"?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I don't have those. What's the full line? Is it
Can I
just-
make a suggestion?
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
I chose to get my life back. So I would say,
Well,
No, that'd be fine too. But we'll probably ask you to do both. But
Mhm.
I like your interpretation of it
Mhm.
because that's
Some of this-
personal.
yeah.
because it's a choice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that fear having surgery. There's a lot of people out there that fear going to the hospital. In order to get your life back, you have to choose to get your life back. And I chose to get my life back, and I chose to get my life back with the best possible doctor, Dr. Gottlieb, and the best hospital, which is Unity. And I feel that I have my life back.
Yeah, she nailed that.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
You pretty much couldn't recreate that.
Yeah, okay, well, that's, did we not talk about anything that maybe you had in your mind that you wanted to talk about, that you wanted to speak of? You did a great job.
Did I?
Oh, yeah,
And I keep saying this over and over again.
it's okay.
It's not that I have anything against other hospitals, but Unity Hospital to me should be the model that other hospitals use. If they want great patient satisfaction, great results, great care, this is the model that everyone should use.
Wow, that's great.
That's kind of the conversation we kind of had.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah.
beat me to it. I was going to ask you to maybe touch on that subject
Mhm.
again. Could you maybe just finish that point?
Mm-hmm.
Just qualifying that just a little bit more as best as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Why that's the model, how
Mhm.
it impacted your care, and how you
Mhm.
really stand strong on,
So
on that.
I'll just repeat and then
yes
go.
and no, but really just
Yeah,
as to how it
just, yeah, paint us some
related
broad
back
strokes.
to your experience.
Okay. Not that I have anything against any other hospitals, but in order for a patient to get their lives back, to feel that they are getting well, other hospitals should model Unity Hospital because of the strong patient care, because of the staff, because of them making my family feel like they're a part of this family. They made my family feel that they can have a meal, they can be here as part of my care, and they made me feel like I wasn't just a patient, I was part of their family. They treated me as if they were treating a member of their own family, and that's what Unity is.
There was one other question I have too.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising, I didn't know this, but Unity is physician-owned,
Mm.
which I think some of that is part, which is maybe why they stand so far apart.
Mhm.
They don't have a big board of non-medical people to talk to. Well, how do you feel about that?
I feel that when an organization is physician-owned, they're calling the shots. They're the ones that are they're saying, this is how we're going to do things. We're not going to let someone in a three-piece suit sitting behind a desk that has no experience or knowledge about medicine tell us how to do things. They know what's best for the patient. They're not allowing someone from an insurance company telling them, we're going to have you do this because this is what we cover. What Unity stands for is patient care. And they're going to give you the best care, the best treatment that they know is best for you. Not what the insurance company is telling you what's best for you. For example, a CAT scan is a CAT scan, that's great. But an MRI might be better in certain situations because it can show so much more. But as far as insurance companies are concerned, a CAT scan's cheaper. So let's go with that. But at Unity, they're going to say, we're going to do an MRI because that's what we want to see everything. And that's the difference. So a physician-owned hospital is much better.
That was awesome.
I got nothing else.
No, I think this is.
You've nailed it five times.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Get your life back.
Yes,
Mhm.
just for iSpine, because see, some of your interview will be broken up for Unity,
Mhm.
and some of it will be specific to iSpine. So
Correct.
Mhm.
just right up here,
We're
just say,
serving a couple masters here, which
Yeah,
you're okay
yeah.
with.
So just what is the tagline?
Just get your life back. Little
Mhm.
pause there.
I see, because it's back
Mm-hmm.
anytime.
In your,
Okay.
your case, more neck.
Yeah. No, I still have back too.
Sure.
Okay. Get your life back.
One more time.
Get your life back.
Perfect. Right on.
I feel like if there was a microphone, I'd give it to you. And you'd
I was gonna say, can you come be like my testimonial for every other client?